Disco Elysium. Hopefully not 2.5 hours of it like I did before. Got a corpse in an ice chest now. Okay, but what have we got? I don't know, corpse in an ice chest. I just want to explore this weird place that is behind the bookstore. Let's see if I can't find some things here. Shoot, yeah, where were the clothes? Oh yeah, no, that cache is definitely mine. Oh man. Oh yeah, no, I've been leaving my spare change all over everything. What? Skis with slipstream. What is this place? Wild animals stuffed and mounted? Where are we? Oh, okay, that's the memory for that game.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
But which did they start with? I'm gonna bet they started with the skis.
That's a good question.
Strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed.
Reality is ruthless.
That's true. And then they also... this weird... game thing? I mean, yeah, I know there's a murderer and everything, but what?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Look at the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Okay. Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Look at the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent Welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Seems important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin. Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
Hey, I know somebody in this game that would like this game.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welking creatures.
One of them's a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
What are these creatures? Are they real? I mean, I've got brain damage. It's literally possible.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Well, this has been educational.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Look at the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
So what happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Huh.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let's put the production schedule in.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Let's press it.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Are you a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay. But where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't that get a little lonely?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
Fair enough.
That's why she does this.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident.
What is the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Oh, right, thanks. The explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yep.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Sorry, don't know it.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Huh.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up. sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, that's thanks. That's enough, thanks.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let's remove the schedule and
The filament
keep that.
slides out of its glowing nest.
Huh. Neat. What is this?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic.
How do I know what that is?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Something medical?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency.
Oh.
A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
It's a game. Who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious the project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Except I heard somebody talking. So that's that. Oh, you have something to say.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Just a failed business. What were they making? A game.
Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
So self-referential. Has anyone done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And it was a role-playing game? What madness!
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
How are they planning on doing that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master Frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Now, what do you think happened to them?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Ran out of money.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
Oh, let's see. Either say that they were insane, they thought they could do it. It's just a play to cheat money out of their investors. Nah. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them money. I mean, the world is cold and lonely. The company would make it better. So let's go with the world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Huh. Neat. Alright. And like to click through here. So that's the way. Oh, I'm lost. How did I get to there? Oh, this way. Yeah. Airship rotors. Alright. Poor animals. Hey, maybe I can find a new bird for the bar. I did break their last one. And then there's just this weird gym. Sand dripping. Which suggests that somebody's been here not too long ago. Unsafe wall bars.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Look, Kim, a trap. No collars.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of jerk would remove the collars?
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Alright. Just have a corpse in the basement, along with a bunch of ice cream. And this thing that there's probably somebody behind. And yeah. Gonna go ahead and knock.
As before, an iron safety curtain curves before your eyes. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Let's knock.
Still nothing. No one's home.
And knock. And die.
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's interesting. What was that? Extra encyclopedia? Perception's probably better. Extra drama as opposed to conceptualization, but less suggestion. I think I'll take that. Be more dramatic. Yeah. So even drama with that. Does give extra visual calculus. Could just get rid of all of my authority. Logic or visual calculus? Drama. Yeah, let's ditch authority. I'm not an authoritarian guy. Yeah. Right, I gotta go this way. Okay. Madam, what have you got back there?
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures. We had a body, it was melting.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? It's just a door.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
Host Almighty, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
I thought the curse wasn't real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Her facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
No, don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
You mean it's part of the central furnace? I heard voices coming from there.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
Alright, that's all for now. Let's go. Let's go talk to a ghost. Witch. Thing. Hello, witch spirit. You don't mind if we leave a body here, do you?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Alright. Physical instrument. I don't think I have anything that helps with physical instrument. Well, that one. Okay. Yeah, reaction speed's probably a good thing. Half-Life is probably better than interfacing. Rhetoric. Savoir-faire.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Nah, I'm just a disempowered individual trying to take out my disempowerment on everyday objects.
Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too?
Nah, I actually feel sorry for the things I destroyed. I'm sorry, milk carton.
You're right. That's definitely not the behavior of a destroyer at all. That's just severe anger management problems and a disregard for property rights.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, cop. Little superstar. Communist. Yep. Okay.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Let's kick it. And kill myself
The
again.
hum echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Well, give me the bonus. Hello.
You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
Yeah. Let's leave. And, yeah, I could probably use some healing items. I am 100% going to die. What is this way? That's that. Oh, right, nothing. Nothing but the metal shroud. With a curse behind it. Probably one of the nerds that tried to make the game. Sold all their possessions to try and fund it. Now they have to live here. Okay. Ha. Neat. Put a couple points into endurance. Still dying. I
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
How do I buy things?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
I need drone.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
I'm gonna go on ahead and take
Okay,
two while I'm
here.
here.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
it's not bad for the price, but not sure That's 4 for a +1. What is the going rate?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
It's 2 for 0, but Half-Light is something I wanted for the races to do.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Oh. Okay, so that's 50 for a net +1.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
It's 2 for... Yeah, no, I don't need more electrochemistry. Okay. It's actually 4 for a straight +1. Doesn't seem like it'd be that bad.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits
Don't want that.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in...
Right now... Yeah, let's see. So... No... The jam mystery. Need that. There we are. Absolutely not. Not yet. Rhetoric, that's for money. Already failed that one. Where? Alright, so these are the ones that's selected. Which ones can I do? Can, can't. Okay. No. Half-Light. Formidable. How far can I get? Already got a +1 there. Probably scrape together another 25.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
Alright, let's
You
take,
won't regret it, officer.
take the itchy pants. Let's talk to the old guy about the shot put.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
What can you tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave, 4.46 caliber, breech loading, Revachol made. Good weapon, accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
I'll tell you, in the basement over there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Good, I can pawn it. By the way, found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working?
No one. The booth has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Huh. So you're getting paid to do nothing.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting there reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Ever gets it, big guy looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. I don't love it. I don't trust Everett at all, but yeah, I mean, it's nice that he's spreading the wealth around.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
Thanks.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Yeah, not gonna succeed that. Not with the way I've been rolling. Let's see. Let's talk to Kuno. Remind myself how much he's selling his goods for.
Fuck does Kuno care?
15 for a +2. Yeah, no, that's actually, I'd say that's worth it.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies. Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
I paid you. Found your shack, by the way.
Yeah, did you fucking there?
What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Demo tape, like a musician?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Right. What's with the tube of, Magnesilorum?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
No, literally no.
You could use some.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno grows through like a tube a day, and you look like you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
It's just magnesium, don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
And I'm gone.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay. But yeah, I could use some pants that don't give me a decrease. There, almost looking spiffy. Oh, that's so much worse. Alright, so I'm going to talk to him, need as much half-light as I can. It's +3, which is not terrible. Reaction speed, but I want the rhetoric. Let's take some encyclopedia instead. Let's knock off the drama. Keep what little authority I can. And oh, I absolutely don't need this. Just a spirited corpse. That plus shivers, so I can get rid of this pretty easy. Alright. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. I'm gonna sell the shirt while it's on my mind. Basically, I'm just killing time until the one witness shows up. So I know I got 6 who have confessed, but I don't trust their confession. I think they died somewhere else. They just brought them there, made a show of it, made it seem like they're still in control. Alright, make sure I know what I'm selling. Yeah, the disco-esque blazer. That jacket does the same thing, but it gets one more thing.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Something I'd like
Sure.
to sell.
Let me have a look.
Let me check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Clothes?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment, and especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector!
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Yeah, let's pawn that. And we'll close that for now.
Another time, perhaps.
Other business to take care of. Alright. Let's go see what the odds are. I can intimidate that guy into telling me who the lady lorry driver is.
Looking for something?
Yeah, let's make him tell us what he knows.
Men like this only respect 2 things: strength and fear.
Okay. Didn't need to buy the pants, but I'm glad I did. Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry, where is it?
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Gonna put you in a cell with a... I mean, Kip, is it like a racial slur if the race doesn't exist? I don't know, but I'm gonna use this racism. Put you in a cell with a giant kid, and he's gonna be bleeding.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Alright, let's go. And change my pants. Yeah. Let's see. Probably gonna need some interfacing. We're getting into a lorry. Conceptualization. Yeah. And definitely some perception. Keep the visual calculus. And yeah. Wish I could arrange these by like type and ability modifier. Can I do that? Are there any buttons I'm missing? I don't see any buttons. Okay. Past the monument. That's it. Alright.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying.
Let's see if it's locked.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
Take a look in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and two steering levers.
Any suggestions, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Is that common cop procedure?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. Let's physical instrument. Anything I can do to improve that. Okay. Yeah.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Should not have had a dump stat. Okay. I don't feel confident about that. Is there anything else I can do to increase that? No. Wasn't anything I could buy to increase physical instrument, was there? Alright. Yeah, I guess the sneakers were still a thing I could buy here, but they weren't very good.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
Doesn't give me what I need.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
I'll leave it for now. Alright. Roll the dice. 1 and 4. It's not gonna work. But might as well take the chance. It's just a side quest.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is pry bar in hand. You take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass. Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
Well, looks like it's shatterproof.
No, it's not shatterproof. Give me that.
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
Thanks for making sure my fingerprints are on there. I'll open the door.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Let's pull out the toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
What? Unfold it.
It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes.
Let's take a look at the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably grenade number 5.
Grenade number 5. It's not the liberal lady, is it? Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
So this individual might have been involved in the murder.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
I'll let Kim know.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Also rub off the pattern on their right boot sole.
Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
And one of the footprints had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
First drug smuggling, now this? How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console, and a faint smell of perfume is in the air.
Let's examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
Is there anything we can do with it?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Why would they need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
What else?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat. He closed the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Yeah.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
Will the RCM open an investigation?
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
What about the movie posters?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Maybe there's some sort of cinephile?
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
So it is connected with the Union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Alright, debrief over?
Debrief over, after you.
I got a minute. What you want to say?
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
There's going to be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
I don't know, man. I'd rather you didn't get involved, but I really don't know.
Damn. I always wonder to watch yourself. Man. Nothing to do now, I guess. Maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes, anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Why Tommy Lehom?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
Alright. Good luck, Tommy.
Yeah, you too. Be safe, detective.
Alright. And I think I will talk to Joyce next time I play this. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.